The U.S. Marine Corps reports 346 sexual assaults across the nation, with 76 of them reported at bases here in San Diego. Let's break down those numbers. 64 assaults were reported at Camp Pendleton. At MCAS Miramar, 3 were reported, and at MCRD San Diego, 9. Joining me to discuss how this issue is addressed for local veterans is my guest, Dr. Carolyn Allard. Dr. Allard is a military sexual trauma coordinator at the MST Clinic at the VA in San Diego. Thanks for being here, Dr. Allard.
Thanks for having me.
Now, there are concerns and reports that suggest these numbers are much higher, that this really is only a tip of the iceberg. Do you see that in your research as well?
Definitely. It's really hard to know exactly what the numbers are because there's so much underreporting. People tend to not report it while, when it happens or even after the fact. But the numbers that we have at the VA is we screen everybody. This may be at their first meeting, but what we're looking at is a rate of 24% of women and about 1.2% of men report to their provider that they have experienced military sexual trauma in the past.
And is that rate higher than in the civilian community?
Well, that particular rate is not necessarily higher, that rate that we get from the screenings, but the research that uses more confidential and anonymous ways of reporting actually gets higher numbers, higher rates. And so when you look at all of those numbers together, it does suggest that there is a higher rate of incidence of sexual assault, sexual harassment in the military than in the civilian population.
Now, you work here in San Diego at MST, so Military Sexual Trauma Clinic. Who comes to your clinic? What are you seeing?
So we see a whole wide range of ages. We see folks for men and women, various branches. So we can have somebody who experienced maybe military sexual trauma last year, just returned from deployment and are seeking services, and up to somebody who's in their 80s and experienced military sexual trauma decades ago and finally learned about the services or realized that the impact it's had on them and decided to get some treatment.
We're using the term military sexual trauma. Are we talking about, we're talking about sexual assault and then sort of the trauma that follows, or why are we using that term?
It's a pretty it's a confusing term, so I'm really glad that you asked that. Military sexual trauma does include sexual harassment that is threatening, so that it can include so what we call command rape, which is being pressured into sexual favors by somebody who has some control, some power over you. It also includes what you might more typically think of as sexual assault, where physical force is used. But it certainly, what's traumatic about it, certainly encompasses sort of what happens after. If you do report, how is that received? The fact that you may not feel comfortable to report and you're sort of left with this and sort of internalizing it and left with sort of a shattered sense of who you are and who your brotherhood is and your sisterhood is. So it's very encompassing sort of term that includes all of those things that do contribute to the trauma.
We hear often about post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD,
Yes.
as well. Is there some crossover in terms of the symptoms, the signs that you see in terms of this kind of trauma?
Yes, and definitely. So military sexual trauma refers to the event and sort of the aftermath and the reaction. But PTSD is what can happen to you if you do experience a trauma. And in fact, and it's sort of the distress, it's the mental health issue and how it impacts your life. And in fact, military sexual trauma is a high risk type of trauma for developing PTSD. And it's more, you've got more of a risk of developing PTSD following a military sexual trauma than you might even following a combat trauma, what you might more readily associate with PTSD, or even civilian sexual trauma. Military sexual trauma puts you at higher risk than any of those trauma for developing PTSD.
And how does combat come into play in terms of this? If there's a higher rate of this kind of trauma in the military, does combat situations at all play a role in all of this?
There's one research article that did look at sort of the rates of MST that occurred during combat times or in combat areas and deployed areas, and the rates do seem to be higher during those times.
The reason we're talking about this today, the Navy released recently a report, and the report is worded fairly strongly, saying we have to do something about this. You know, this has been going on for too long, but it doesn't talk a lot about consequences. And also, we hear that this is something the military has known about for a long time. Are you seeing, you know, at the ground level, any a difference? Are people reporting it more? Is something happening when they do report it? Are we making any headway in this issue?
That's a tough question for me to answer because I'm not privy to exactly what the DoD is doing. I get the same information you get. I get the independent reports that are looking at what they have done so far that came out last year. And while there was a lot of lip service, a lot of attention, they even introduced offices with sexual assault responders, and I think that's all wonderful, but there hasn't been a lot of follow-through in terms of looking at what the impact of those things has been on the numbers. And as you mentioned, sort of the attention to, you know, punishing or sort of prosecuting perpetrators. I haven't not seen evidence of that sort of being given this sort of attention it needs.
Where can people get help if they want to know more about this?
They can come to the VA. They can call my office. If they just Google military sexual trauma, VA San Diego, they will get my information, and they can call me up, and I will get them enrolled and started.
Great. And I also want to send people to our website, kpbs.org, because we'll also have all of those links there as well.
Fantastic.
Dr. Allard, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.